Happy weekend, everyone. Welcome to today's edition of Living in His Light, daily devotional by Dr. David Jeremiah. Today's topic is goodness versus adversity. Goodness versus adversity. It's February 22nd. It's a Saturday. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're relaxing and trying to unwind from this week's activity and getting ready to freshen up for a new week tomorrow. Job chapter 2 verse 10. Job chapter 2 verse 10. But Job said to his wife, "You speak as one of the foolish women speaks. Shall we indeed accept good from God? And shall we not accept adversity?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. But Job said to his wife, "You speak as one of the foolish women speaks. Shall we indeed accept good from God? And shall we not accept adversity?" In all this, Job did not sin with his lips. Today's episode is going to be very challenging for some people. Labeling one's spouse foolish is not recommended by marriage counselors. Jesus warned against it in Matthew chapter 5 verse 22. But Job was confused. In that particular moment, he was in a quandary and upset. He was in a quandary and he was upset. Why was Job upset with his wife? Because she encouraged him to, I quote, curse God and die, unquote. That's from Job chapter 2, verse 9. When God seemed to have brought misfortune into their lives for no obvious reason, even though Job was confused by that situation, he reasoned accurately. How can we welcome good from the hand of God if we are not also willing to accept adversity? And I'm not in any way saying adversity comes from God, but I'm going somewhere. That's the right question for anyone who believes in the goodness and sovereignty of God, but who is also experiencing trouble. Job had received many blessings from God. You can read the account in chapter 1 from verses 1 to 3. So his confusion about his adversity is understandable. When Jesus contemplated the prospect of the cross, he also faced a choice: accept or reject God's plan. His choice was to say, and I quote, "Not my will, but yours be done," unquote. That's from Luke chapter 22 and verse 42. Job ultimately reached the same conclusion. You can find the account in Job chapter 42 from verse 1 to 6. Job's question is one every Christian will likely have to ask and answer at some point. If you're not currently facing adversity, keep living. That's what I have to tell you. Better to prepare your answer now before the trouble comes. From womb, W-O-M-B, to tomb, T-O-M-B, for any person, rich or poor, white or colored or black, African or American, Russian, any person living in this world, there has to be a kind of adversity at some point in your life. There might be adversity in your marriage. There might be adversity with your finances. There might be adversity with your health. There might be adversity with your children misbehaving or becoming insubordinate. There might be adversity with your job, with your career. The adversity comes in all shapes and forms. What is my point today? My point is there's something I found in Proverbs chapter 24 and verse 10. I love the New King James Version, or the original King James Version, that says, "If you faint in the days of adversity, your strength is small." If you faint in the days of adversity, it's not because of the adversity, it's because you lack strength, you lack resilience, you lack toughness, you lack endurance, you lack long suffering as a trait to outlast the adversity. Now look at the way New Century Contemporary English Version puts it. Proverbs 24 verse 10. Don't give up and be helpless in times of trouble. The same, if you faint in the days of adversity, your strength is small. There's one translation, I don't know whether it's the Message, one funny translation or New Living Translation that says, you're a poor specimen if you crumble under pressure. You're a poor specimen. So, here is the final thing I have to say on this. We are created in the image and likeness of God. You and I, we are created in the image and likeness of God. So it means we have a God-likeness within us. We are not gods on the earth, but we are created in the image and likeness of God. Do you think, let's say God experiences adversity like some of us, but he doesn't. Let's just flow with me. Do you think God can crumble during his own days of adversity? And we are supposed to behave like our Father. Think about that. Think about that. I'm not saying don't reach out for help when you're experiencing crisis, adversity, troubles. No, that's not my point. My point is don't let your strength fail you. And you can always strengthen yourself by meditating on the word, confessing the word, living by the word, and having a community of like minds surrounding you. Here is an illustration I will use to conclude this. If you're in a group and you're traveling together, or you're trekking together, or you're jogging together, it is easier not to give up than to be a lone wolf running on your own. Find a strong, trustworthy, holy, capable, anointed Christian brother or sister. Find like 2 or 3. Make them your tribesmen. Make them your tribe people. And see, you will face adversity easier. Or go study the book of Job. When his friends came, they started that conversation that somehow helped him to put things in proper perspective. I don't want this to prolong so much. So if you're facing any adversity, you can pray, you can talk to your pastor, you can see a therapist, you can do everything you want to do, but don't fail. Enjoy your weekend. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.